So South Africa is doing something interesting today, because as of today, they filed an application instituting proceedings against Israel before the International Court of Justice regarding Israel's violation of the UN Genocide Convention. So South Africa is doing something interesting today, because as of today, they filed an application instituting proceedings against Israel before the International Court of Justice regarding Israel's violation of the UN Genocide Convention. According to the application, acts and omissions by Israel are genocidal in character as they are committed with the requisite specific intent to destroy Palestinians in Gaza as part of the broader Palestinian national, racial, and ethnical group. Going further, they say the conduct of Israel through its state organs, state agents, and other persons and entities acting on its institutions or under its direction, control, or influence in relations to Palestinians in Gaza is in violation of its obligations under the Genocide Convention. Now, real quick, given that they're referencing the UN Genocide Convention, I think it's really important that we go into it a little bit and understand how it defines genocide. The official name for this convention is the Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide. And it defines genocide as the following acts committed with intent to destroy in whole or in part, that part being really critical, a national, ethnical, racial, or religious group as such. Killing members of the group, causing serious bodily or mental harm to members of the group, deliberately inflicting on the group conditions of life calculated to bring about its physical destruction in whole or in part, imposing measures intended to prevent births within the group, and forcibly transferring children of the group to another group. Now, from reading this, you can probably tell that South Africa has kind of a slam dunk case, as Israel's doing essentially fucking all of this. That being said, it is critical to note that intent is a really critical element when we're understanding and defining what is and is not a genocide. Things can seem genocidal, maybe they are acts that are truly horrific, but they might not be classified as genocides because the intent of the person committing the atrocities or the acts wasn't actually to eliminate a group in part or in whole, for example, right? That being said, given that Israeli military planners and political officials have just been speaking their minds publicly, we have more intent here than we really know what to do with. So again, yeah, slam dunk case. It's pretty blatantly obvious what is going on, what Israel's intent is, and what their goals are. It's a genocide. That being said, as interesting as this is, it's really worth tempering our expectations, as at this point we really shouldn't have much faith at all, if any, in international institutions and law. But regardless, I think this is kind of neat and something really worth talking about. As always, free Palestine, and have a great day.
I am happy about this, and there's this other side of me that's like eyebrowing this again. How fast can South Africa move to solve international problems? They don't even move this fast to solve our own problems, let alone problems that exist in other African countries as well. There's genocide in Congo. There's genocide in Sudan. There's also that silent genocide that's happening in South Africa towards thing called a silent genocide because no one talks about that. But hey, let's run to the first international crime case.